Now, second law of Newton's motion, that is straight line motion, we are going to discuss in this way. For the second law, some fundamental is required. Say, for example, this is a car A and car B. What we are going to discuss? The linear momentum. Car A and car B is there. Car A is having mass m, car B is having mass small m. Suppose these two are moving with the same velocity v. Then what will, if anybody is going to ask what will be the quantity of motion, so that will be the m into v, and here it is small m into v. So definitely quantity of motion of this is greater than this, means this is greater than mv. So we can say this quantity of motion for this car A is greater than quantity of motion for car B. That means this quantity of motion is the linear momentum. The linear momentum is the product of mass into velocity. The unit kg meter per second. मास का यूनिट क्या होता है kg, वेलोसिटी क्या होता है मीटर पर सेकेंड. That is the linear momentum. Second fundamental is also required, rate of change in linear momentum. Say for example, if the change of linear momentum, I am denoting it by del p, and net time to change is your del t. So अगर हम change in linear momentum को net time से divide कर दें, तो that will be the rate of change in linear momentum. Okay, we are going to discuss the second law just after this particular two fundamental. Okay. Second law of Newton's motion. The statement is like that: rate of change in linear momentum is directly proportional to the applied external unbalanced force, and change takes place in the direction of force applied. Now, just to see it here, mathematical analysis. This one car is there having a mass m kg, and it is moving in a straight line and having initial velocity u meter per second. Initial आरंभिक वेग. After t second, its velocity changes to v meter per second. वेलोसिटी कितना चेंज हो रहा है v. तो u से v आने में कितना टाइम लग रहा है, दैट इज t सेकेंड. सो नाउ द our purpose is to find this rate of change in linear momentum. So initial linear momentum पहले हम निकालेंगे pi, तो कितना हो जाएगा m into u. Final linear momentum pf is equal to m into v. Now change in linear momentum, ये del का मतलब होता है change, लिखने का तरीका, is equal to pf minus pi, that is your m v minus m u. And rate of change in linear momentum कैसे लिखेंगे, del p by net time, मान लेते हैं del t. तो ये कितना हो जाएगा m v minus m u by t. t टाइम में चेंज हो रहा था. So as per from the second law of Newton's motion, if the F is the unbalanced force, मान लेते हैं F force को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, then F is directly proportional to this quantity. इसके डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शनल होता है, that is your m v minus u by t. Or F is equal to, if we are going to remove the directly proportional sign, we have to multiply constant. यहाँ पर एक constant दे दिया k m. अब v minus u by t क्या होता है हमको मालूम है, चैप्टर नंबर 1 में ये क्या होता था, v minus u by t, change in velocity by time, that is your acceleration. So in place of this quantity I am writing a. For SI unit we are taking k is equal to 1. k हम लोग, because force, in fact the force depends on these two quantities, not the constant quantity. That's why it is a customary to, that for the SI unit k is equal to 1 we are taking. So F is equal to m into a. m into a. ये एरो मार्क हम क्यों दिए? एरो मार्क इंडिकेट दैट दिस force and the acceleration are the vector quantity. So a force is equal to that is the formula of the force. Quantification of force we are getting from the second law कि फोर्स कितना लगेगा उसके लिए हमको क्या क्या जरूरत है, मास उस ऑब्जेक्ट पर जिस ऑब्जेक्ट में फोर्स लग रहा है और वो ऑब्जेक्ट कितना एक्सेलरेट हो रहा है, ये दोनों को मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, यू विल गेट द फोर्स. So you have to remember F is equal to ma, father is equal to ma. We have to give equal respect. Now if we are going to see it here, F is equal to ma, from this particular relation we have to say what is the relation between m and a, that is the inverse relation. मास और एक्सलेशन के बीच कैसा रिलेशन है, इनवर्स रिलेशन है. जिस ऑब्जेक्ट का एक्सलेशन ज़्यादा होगा उसका मीन्स जिसका मास ज़्यादा होगा, ये इनवर्स रिलेशन है. मास ज़्यादा है, एक्सलेशन कम. इसको हम लोग ऐसा भी लिख सकते हैं 1/m. दो ऑब्जेक्ट है, एक हेवी ऑब्जेक्ट है, एक लाइटर ऑब्जेक्ट है. हेवी ऑब्जेक्ट का एक्सलेशन लाइट होगा, कम होगा. तो इस तरह से हम लोग ये डिसाइड कर सकते हैं. और F किस पर डिपेंड कर रहा है, F डिपेंड कर रहा है एक्सेलरेशन पर. यही सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ न्यूटन्स मोशन है. दिस इज द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ न्यूटन्स मोशन. So rate of change in the linear momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. Applied force means the external unbalanced force, and change takes place in the direction of applied force. That is a very important proof which is usually being asked. यहाँ पर इंट्रोडक्शन भी हम लोग को देना होता है. क्या देंगे इंट्रोडक्शन, m क्या है, u क्या है, v क्या है, t क्या है, एक्सेलरेशन क्या है, ये जस्ट सिंबल. उसके बाद हम लोग we have to apply this concept and you have to prove it like that. Okay, thank you. Just now we have seen F is equal to mv minus u by t. If we are going to multiply, cross multiply F into t, that is equal to m, हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं, v minus mu. ये जो आया F into t mv minus mu, ये क्या है, चेंज इन लीनियर मोमेंटम. इन लीनियर मोमेंटम. और F इंटू टी इसी को बोलते हैं इम्पल्स. इम्पल्स जिसको हम लोग J से डिनोट करते हैं. सो J इज इक्वल टू F इंटू टी इज इक्वल टू एम वी माइनस एम यू. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिलेशन. And so many examples are there of the impulse that we are going to discuss, or I will show it by the demo. The impulse. So impulse can be calculated with the help of this, or can be calculated with the help of this. Only brief idea is that here F into T is equal to J impulse. If this, what is the relation between F and T? F is inversely proportional to the T. T means the time of contact and the force. If T increases, F decreases. If T decreases, F increases. तो इसका बहुत सारा एग्जाम्पल हम लोग डेमो में भी देंगे, स्पोर्ट्स में भी है इसका एग्जाम्पल, और डेली लाइफ में बहुत सारा एग्जाम्पल्स है. दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस लेटर ऑन. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.